So, do you guys think karma justifies like anything that happens after you get that karma? Like, uh, say in the case of the first thing we're gonna talk about, Kuchisaki Gona. Do you think it's her fault?
Well, sort of is because she is. Well, in the legends, she said it goes around saying that she was asking every man saying that she's beautiful.
Well, women like validation. I mean, she went about it the wrong way, but women, I'm not saying all women, but I know for myself, I do like validation. I wouldn't go around just asking anyone, hey, do you think I'm pretty? Because some people will be jerks and probably say the worst possible thing, which will hurt my feelings. So I kind of see that she was probably looking for validation. But didn't the legend also kind of say that she might have also been sleeping around too? Maybe? Or at least it was speculated, maybe?
Yeah, it did said that, and her husband got jealous of it.
He got jealous and decided, you know what, you want to be pretty? I'm going to take that away from you. Now, I say that was overkill, and I really do not condone violence against women or men. But given the time period, there wasn't much else that was, I guess, thought of to do. I don't know.
I don't know how you guys are being so casual. This scares the hell out of me.
Well, imagine seeing it in person. Because around the time that this legend started going around, there was a whole scare about, like, kids seeing her.
And
And
this is great. I thought this was even like a ripoff of like the Joker with the scars at first. Like, no, this is hundreds of years old.
yeah, if you think about it, and not to be disrespectful, she kind of is the original Joker. I mean, I guess going off of Heath Ledger's Joker, we never uh well, for Heath Ledger's Joker, he has scars that he covers up with paint. For comic Joker, we know he fell into a vat of toxic chemicals and basically is just permanently smiling, essentially. But for
Yeah,
this, we're gonna go off Heath Ledger's Joker for just the
yeah.
scars itself. So yeah, if you think about it, she was the original Joker, but in this case, it's more like she wanted validation. She got it, but at the cost of basically the one trait she was so proud of, essentially.
The beauty.
I mean, they do say beauty is painful or beauty kills, but I don't think they meant it literally.
And not only that, for me, talking about sheer power, and we're going to talk about this with a lot of these, but my main thing after seeing this is how do you kill it?
You
This thing,
can't.
you can. I did research. So the only thing I have found to be able to defeat this thing, you have to destroy the corpse.
But her legend is
Which,
so old. Where would there? Her legend is so old. Where would you even find
it
that?
this is what gave me like hints of like even the ring. Like it'd be almost impossible to find. But at least that's the only thing I've been able to find that would actually stop it.
Well, going off the
Decapitation doesn't work. No type of charms work. fire doesn't work, which fire should work for most things.
What about holy water? Would that work?
This is Japanese culture. We don't have holy water. Actually, no, we do. Just bless the sake.
Well, ways to basically, I guess, in a sense, get her off your trail is when she asks you, is she pretty? And you say yes. You don't get startled when she takes off the mask and shows her gruesome face because we know that when you're sick, and since we had to experience it during, COVID, she walks around wearing like a trench coat and a mask. Um, she'll take, and masks are typically worn like someone is sick. So to take off the mask and show how gruesome her face looks and still ask you, am I still pretty? So one way to dissuade her is by saying, not really being insulting, not really being affirmative, but saying like, you look so, or you look average. It might stun her long enough for you to basically run off. But something I just saw is a way to kill her, I guess. It says uh get the scissors from her and strike her in the heart with them. Because yes, she will carry scissors, because if you say yes that she's still pretty, it says that she'll disfigure you just like her. And if you show a negative response, it varies between she'll still carve your face up to look like hers, or she'll just straight up decapitate you with them.
So, in otherwise, if you say yes or no, you still die and get hurt.
Yeah, you still end up worse for wear.
Wow, that sucks.
Yeah. Ironically enough, there is some media with her though. Actually, there were two movies. One was done called Carved in 2007. There was a Carved 2 in 2020. Oh my god, 2008. Actually, there's been several movies done. So I guess the earliest was, earliest was 2004. Wait, no, what was that? Was 2004? No, that's a different one. Oops, wrong thing. I'm so sorry. I don't want to get the wrong information. Nope. Earliest movie was in 2007 called Carved, with Carved 2 coming out in 2008. Ironically, in 2008, there was another movie called The Slit Mouth Woman, The Beginning. There were two movies in 2012. Oh, no, I'm wrong. Earliest movie is 2005, just called The Slit Mouth Woman. 2012, there was the Senritsu Kaiki File on Kujisaki Onna, and then Kujisaki Onna Returns, and then 2014 was Slit Mouth Woman in LA. Oh god, that would be horrifying, actually.
That would be horrifying.
Well, it's not as horrifying as what I think, though, because I actually found out there is a report of her in real life. There's a coroner report from 2007 detailing a story of a woman in the late 1970s who reportedly chased little children when she was hit by a car and died shortly thereafter.
Yep,
her mouth was ripped from ear to ear,
yep,
leading someone to believe that a person responsible is, let them know, guess who?
Kujisaki Onna.
So now we know.
And apparently,
you have to use it.
There was a 2023 movie called Sensei Kuchisaki Onna Desu, which I guess only came out in Japan because I never heard about it till now.
Just about to say that. But no, two ways. We have to kill, or three ways: kill with scissors, destroy body, or hit with a Honda or Toyota, whichever vehicle you have. Just repeatedly.
But there is one really positive spin on her, and it's actually a manga called Even If You Slit My Mouth. And it's basically Kuchisaki Onna as like a teenage woman, or I guess she's full grown, but she looks like a teenager in modern times, and she's actually engaged because I looked for it when I first saw something about it, and I think someone did like a comic dub on it, but I can't remember what channel did it. I think it was the channel Dead Joey, if I'm correct. But basically, yeah, she's engaged to this teenage boy whose family has been like basically what's the term? Like monitoring her legend and I guess her whereabouts or whatever. But in this modern time, her legend has waned so much she's basically pretty weak. So she spends her days trying to scare him, and she thinks she scares him enough he might break their engagement, and she only has but so much time to do so. But she's not even scary, she's more adorable, and it's basically like a adorable, almost not even newlywed because they're not even married yet, but almost like newlywed bliss life. But please remember, he's the guy she's engaged to is a teenager still in high school. So yeah, it's adorable.
Is anyone else recording in a brightly lit room now, or is it just?
I think it's just you.
Okay.
My room is lit up like a Christmas tree.
Mine is normal.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Oh, there's another comic. Is this the same one? No, it's like a different one. It's called Kuchisaki Nissan. Oh, and it's completed. I might give this a read. Never heard of this one before.
I want to go back to Disney. Disneyland's nice. They don't have things like this.
So, Kuchisaki Onna, if you ran into her in the street, what do you think the best course of action is?
Well, you can't run away because she will, kill you.
Yeah, that counts as a negative reaction, so you're basically screwed.
So pretty much no matter what you do, the only course of action is that will stun her. They'll give you time to get away.
Yes, well, what would your response be if you got the chance to stun her? I think mine would be, you're pretty average, just like me. But then that might get me hurt, so I give it like 5 seconds before, seeing if she actually is gonna respond or not, and just run as best I can.
I would have done the same thing too. I would have bolted as soon as she gets done.
Purin, what about you?
Trying to think how's the polite way to say I don't speak Japanese, or
what if she speaks English too?
throw off, or take off my glasses and smash them. Like, nope, I can't see now.
What's that gonna help?
Well, you guys are talking about running. Do you think I'm gonna run? No. I'm just gonna accept my fate here.
Good Lord.
No, I'd probably be the type to go, come on, let's go to the bar, a few more drinks and you'll be beautiful. It'll be fine.
On that note, let's swap to the next one on our list. The Roku Rokubi.
That's the snow woman, ain't it?
No, that's the one where the woman's neck extends really long.
Oh, ooh.
Yeah, based on the legend, this only happens because the woman is basically punished for the sins of like her husband or her father, which kind of harsh. It literally takes the term sins of the father literally.
What? So why is the neck extended like that?
Well, the legend said that um well, the legend that I read said that a woman got sick and her husband decided to take the money that should have been used for her medication and ran off after killing her, and then he married someone else, or he bedded someone else, but the woman that he slept with, her face turned into that of his deceased wife, who was quite upset and kind of vengeful. Unless I'm wrong.
That's that would be creepy seeing a dead wife on every woman you see.
But then again, the Roku Rokubi only is active like at night, I believe, from stuff I remember about it. It usually is pretty harmless. It'll play tricks because, sometimes it's that late at night, you never know what you're seeing. You would think that you saw something crazy, you rub your eyes and look again, and it looks entirely normal. And I also hear that they do drink the oil from lamps as well. So there's also that.
This one's not as terrifying for me from my research. It's can be staggered and drain its ki with guns, arrows, kunai. They recommend anything from a distance because apparently, even with its head down, they've been known to.
Still
Have you
strike
ever
like a
seen the
snake.
giraffe? Yeah, but the way it's described, it makes me think how giraffes fight when they swing their heads and their necks.
That's called necking, as I believe. That's from what I recall from Beastar. That's how male giraffes try to impress a female. Whoever comes out on top is the one that gets the female.
And apparently, this is also a type of attack they'll do. So you want to have something with you in distance. So, but they even warn don't try to be the final blow with its head down getting too close because if it wakes up, you're within swinging distance.
Or potentially coiling distance, depending on how long the neck actually is.
Oh god, now I'm terrified with that. I've got like a giant snake neck wrapping around.
Squeeze the life out of you. No thanks. I'll keep my distance.
And also, this is seen as a curse because, again, it's someone being punished for something that they did or someone else's actions. So, in basic essence, is like I'm being punished for something I didn't do and I had no part in, but I'm related to that person in some way, shape, or form. So, yeah.
But I don't understand. That's one thing. I understand the previous ones. This one's kind of awkward because it's a curse. It's a normal person who had something bad happen to relatives and now they're cursed with it. Could they? They don't have to do anything if it's this curse. This curse curses them in the long neck, but there's nothing like you have to drink blood. You have to.
Well,
It's
since it happens at night, they don't while the person is sleeping, they don't really have any control over it. So it's literally it happens, but they probably have no memory of it the next morning. And some research does say that they can be sinister and will devour people or drink blood. but most times they
It
are
doesn't.
basically like tricksters and are actually not always that evil.
Yeah, they don't. I'm saying they don't have to drink blood. It has been known that they're going to. Can I also say how creepy it is that we're talking about these things could actually be real, and something falls in the background. So that's terrible.
Well, some things do have, some legends do have some, uh, oh god, my fan came on. Jeez, my some legends do have like some grain in reality. So maybe something happened that caused this legend to start, or maybe someone did something, didn't want the truth getting out, and came up with some really crazy imaginative story, and that's how a yokai was born. You know?
Don't do drugs. Drugs are bad.
Oh good lord.
Yeah. You always see me touching that stuff. No thanks. I like to be sane.
I don't know. Let's say we flip the script. This is you bump into this thing. How do you react to it?
Well, again, if it's at night, you're gonna, depending on your state of mind, like if you're drunk, you're gonna think it's just a dream. If you're not drunk, you're just thinking it's late at night and your eyes are playing tricks on you. But if it turns out that, it is real, I think the appropriate response is probably to run away screaming. But then in the morning, if you're going around telling people, I saw such and such with a really long neck and I didn't see their body and blah, 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 people are going to probably think you're crazy. And then again, if since this happens while the person is unconscious and they have no memory of it the next morning, unless they already know their status and pretend to not have memory of it, then you're just gonna look like the neighborhood crazy person.
Every time you wake up in the morning, you're like, God, I have such a kink in my neck. What happened last night? This could be what happened.
Oh, that's one way to describe it. Surprisingly, the Roku Rokubi shows up in movies as well. It showed up in a 1968 movie called Yokai Monsters, 100 Monsters, and then a sequel called Spook Warfare. There was a 2005 remake of the same movies called The Great Yokai War, and then the 2021 sequel, The Great Yokai War Guardians, which, again, if it only came out in Japan, I've never heard of it. So, I think I have a few movies to watch in this month come Halloween. There was also a 2006 movie called Yokai Kaiden, which I guess is um the Great Yokai War, but if it's not, because that came out in 2005 and this came out in 2006, maybe it is, maybe it's not, who knows. But yeah, I think I found a good movie to watch on Halloween of all days. But you guys are right. This is genuinely terrifying. Oh god, I just had a really crazy thought. I'm probably gonna give us all a bit of trauma right now.
If it's looking up Rule 34 with this one, don't do that.
No, what?
Trust me.
Why does it
Yeah.
that wasn't even gonna be an idea? But why does it sound like you two already did it?
We already done it, and it's terrifying.
Why would you do that to yourself?
Hey, page 2. Page 2.
Why would you do it? Why would you list a specific page? Now people are gonna look it up. Oh gosh. Why would you do this to yourself?
We were curious.
Curious. Internet connection.
Man, I can't leave you guys alone for a second.
Not with the internet, you can't.
Ugh. No.
Well, go on, Lotus. Terrify us. We may have already done that to you.
I think you guys traumatized yourself enough, but no, my trauma was gonna be Imagine seeing that if you live in an apartment building on a high floor, 3 a.m., staring at you through the window.
Yeah, if I saw something that is staring at me from that height, I would run away, scream.
You're in the apartment. You can't run away too far.
Oh,
I mean,
make it worse. Imagine if it's in the summer and you got the window open too, so the head is in your window too.
no, I will tell you exactly what I will do, and I might die for it. I'm shoving a rag in its mouth and telling it to go left to right and clean the windows. Go up there, reach that.
Why do you? How do you do?
I mean, looking at me like, what? Like, do it.
So you would just have a random dirty rag next to your bed to stick in this thing's mouth and just say, "Clean the window."
Yeah.
No.
You're gonna be popping your head. You're gonna pop your head in at my time. No. I have more research to do.
You are insane. Oh God. You're. I don't think I have words after that.
I just love the idea of just shoving it here clean.
Pudding, you will die. That is so disrespectful.
Hey. Well, if I do, please clear my browser history.
That's a typical last wish right there.
Oh, I've been looking up other things on Google stuff. We should.
Oh no.
No. I'll do one better for you. I'll just burn your laptop.
Oh, please do. Destroy it. Like, not only do you have to burn it, you have to smash it, then you have to burn it, then we have to take the ashes and put them into a river.
I can't do anything with either one of y'all.
I'll do that right after I have a quick look at your browser history.
You've been looking at the same stuff as me.
You know what? No. Nope.
I'm just saying, if the neck is long, no, this is for YouTube. We should not be discussing.
Yeah, good you caught yourself, because I have a feeling I know exactly where you were going with that one.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, let's not get demonetized.
For the record, it would totally work.
I'm not even gonna ask the logistics of how that would work. And let's not keep on this subject, because I believe some of the other people might know what we're talking about with this. So let's not.
Please leave in the comments below your suggestions.
No, do not do that. Do not listen to Purin. Mitsuo, stop him somehow. Don't condone this.
I'm staying out of it.
You're just entertained by this, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Oh, goodness.
That was love.
We're gonna end up in the underworld for this one.
Oh, I'm gonna probably get some fan art now. Yay.